What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to Weekly Indie Newcomer, the weekend series where we take a look at an indie game that's been bouncing around my brain over the course of the last week. This time around, we're playing Gonner, which is actually an up-and-coming platformer shooter roguelike, kind of in the vein of like Spelunky or Vagante or any of those types of games. Only this one has a lot more gunplay, and it's kind of got a sinister art style. It's almost like a playful / sinister art style. I like it a lot, and I think you guys are going to like the game as well. I've got a couple hours in game, and I've found that I've come to like what I really don't like platformers that much, but I like what I've seen right here. It's a very, very solid product, and so let's get started, shall we? I've wiped my save, and it's time to go clean. And so there's our little driplet character. And our pet whale, apparently. We've got a whale that's just chilling with us. We're a little headless guy. I assume that we're made of goo or something like that. And the point of the game is to keep your skull on top of your little goo body. That's the entire point. This right here, they are currency. And so you really, really, really want to grab these. I mean, they're not insanely helpful. I don't want to overvalue these right here, but these little runes essentially make your life a lot easier when you get to stores and stuff like that. Like, you know how in the Binding of Isaac you have coins to buy things with, and in Vagante you've got gold to buy things with. Exact same thing here. Those little runes are the means by which... Sorry, I accidentally dropped my controller. While we're on the subject, I'm actually playing the game with a controller right now. I feel like platformers are not playable with the keyboard. Honestly, I didn't even mess around with the keyboard controls. Yay, it's our friend whale. Our frail. Even though he's not frail. Dude, if I had a pet whale... that'd be so off the chain. I'd be so happy with myself. Like, when I was a kid, like, I really, really, really wanted to be that guy that trains the orcas at, like, Marine World or, like, at SeaWorld or whatever. But then as I got older, I realized that those are giant apex predators inside of a tank outside the environment they're supposed to be in, and they will definitely eat you. Yay! I've got a skull now. So that skull gives us 5 hearts. There are different skulls that you can get. I've only discovered 2 or 3 for right now. And each one has done something different. So, for example, in this game, when you get hit with this skull, it has more hearts. But when you get hit, you drop all of your gear. And then you've got to take your little goo body and crawl back to your gear, including your skull, in order to get all your stuff put back together. There's another one that I've gotten that has less hearts. But when you get hit, you don't drop all your gear. And there's just lots and lots of variations on that theme. Right now, we've got ourselves a gun, which is a little machine gun. It fires with the X button if you're using an Xbox controller. And then our right shoulder button, we've got a backpack right now. That's a supplementary item, just like in every other roguelike game, Binding of Isaac, and so on and so forth. You have a supplementary item that you can use on a cooldown. The one that I have right now is a backpack that refills all of my ammo. And then we go straight down the trachea of the worm, and yes, indeed, what goes in must come out. You get to choose when you want to start the level, so I'm waiting for them to rearrange. There we go. And in we go to wipe things out. Now, at the top right-hand corner of the screen, you will see that there are a number of skulls. Those skulls, if you can kill 5 things in rapid succession, you get $1, basically. You get one of the little rune stones that lets you buy stuff. Aside from that, you have a score, which is what that 39 is in the center of the screen. The game is kind of a score attack game. The point is to go through as much like randomly generated stuff as possible, which actually the difficulty gradually increases as well, in case you were wondering about that. This right here is a shotgun. I'm going to take that because it is by far the superior weapon. I've played the game quite a bit at this point, and I've come to learn that the shotgun is the stuff. Thank God for games that use good shotguns, because shotguns in real life are like really, really... Scatterguns are great weapons. They are Can I do anything to these snails, or is that just like... I guess not. Something happened, though. Down we go. And so what goes in must come out. We pop out the butthole of the worm there. The worm butthole. Let me go ahead and we'll... go ahead and wipe all this out. Clear out these weird little baddies. I don't even know where we are right now or what the storyline of the game is. It seems to have some kind of emergent thing going on with like the story of the whale or something like that, and as you get further and further into the game, it kind of like elucidates it more and more with either little cutscenes or little emergent things that happen in the background. But aside from that, I'm not very good at the game. Like, this is one of those games that it kind of grows on you like Spelunky. I got hit right there, and so see, now I got to get my skull back. He turned into a little spike ball. Let me grab my guns and everything. Oh, those octopus-looking ones, those are essentially like pound stones or whatever. The big pound whatever things from Mario, the big gray rocks that drop when you go underneath them. I think they're called pound stones or something like that. That's a different helmet right there, and this one makes it so that we don't drop our loot whenever we get hit like we did back there. And now, while that may not seem like a great trade-off for 2 hearts, it's actually pretty useful in the case that you accidentally get tapped by something. Oh shit, there's a lot of stuff in this room. Yeah. I had a feeling that that was how it was going to go down. Am I dead? Well, I'm not dead, but I'm close. They got me on my 0th heart right now. Let me see if I can maybe wipe out a couple of these little dudes. There we go. Now that I've cleared out a little bit of space. And yes, the rooms do stay tough like that. Like, honestly, the game is quite challenging. This is a game that does not pull any punches, and in fact, in the press release that the devs included with the game, I actually bought the game first, and then they sent a key over after the fact when I bought it. So anyways, they sent over a press release. In fact, with this video, there will probably be a free key along with it, just in case you wanted to try the game out for yourself, because I already went ahead and bought it, so I might as well give the key to somebody that'll enjoy the game and think it's a lot of fun. But yeah, aside from that, it's one of those games where in the press release, they specifically said, I almost said specifically, but specifically, that doesn't sound like a cogent word. That doesn't sound like a legit thing that you're allowed to say. Like, if you did that in English class, I bet you'd get in trouble. Let me go ahead and blap all these dudes real quick. We are going to watch out for the octopus up there, but I am going to try and kill everything. We got kind of a weird map here where we ended up actually killing a lot of stuff. I love the art aesthetic, by the way. It's kind of minimalist, but at the same time, it uses kind of a creepy... Like, the landscaping is done sort of in like a Tim Burton-esque, like David Lynch kind of scratched out way. But then again, the characters are still well defined. So it's kind of an interesting juxtaposition between the main character and everything that moves and interacts. It's a weird juxtaposition because the landscape is very, very simple and minimalist, but the characters themselves are actually animated pretty decently. This right here is, it doesn't, well, here, I'll show you what it is. So we'll pay for it. That cost us some runestones. When you walk in front of it, he tells you how many runestones he wants for whatever it is you're buying. I think that's just a regular machine gun right there. That's the skull that we already had. The shark fin makes it so that, like, once per level, you can just unload your gun for free. Like, it makes you fire, like, 10 times in rapid succession. And this is a boss. Now, a thing worth noting is that if we kill the 3 bosses before we kill anything else, they will actually kill everything off in the room for us, and so that went about as well as I expected it to go. Try doing that one with the machine gun, though, or some of the simpler weapons. The shotgun is so good in this game! It's so, so good. This weapon is the sexiness. Off on this side, you will see our little whaley friend, who has actually gained a couple pounds since the last time we saw him. Hey, buddy. He'll give you free hearts if you need them, so if you needed to heal your character... There it is. The whale will assist you with that, even though we have a dismembered shark fin on our back. I don't know if all sea creatures look out for each other, or if it's just like, you know, Type A, Type B, Type C look out for each other. Like, Type A's only look out for Type A animals in the ocean or whatever. This level, the second act right here, has a new thing added on, which for platforming games won't be anything new at all. It just adds blank spaces that you can fall into and die. So... you will die instantly. You will not lose 1 heart. You will not lose, you know, this, that, or the other. You will be just, like, flat out dead. It's also got platforms that disappear. And so, like with so many other well-designed games, this one goes out of its way to sort of only introduce, like, one new mechanic at a time, just to make sure that the player doesn't get overwhelmed or confused, because this is a game that's very much emergent. You don't know what anything does in this game when you first get it and pick it up. You've kind of got to, like, figure it out along the way. Oh, no, I wasted a shot right there. I need that shell very, very badly. There's a new gun over here. It might be the laser cannon, though. Yeah, it's the laser cannon. I'm not a big fan of the laser cannon. Laser cannon doesn't do enough damage for me. You got to tap them like 3 or 4 times, and then you've also got to, like, pre-aim, because it actually goes whomp-pow, like it charges and it fires, and the charge doesn't do any damage, and so I'm just not that good at pre-aiming. That's the truth of the matter. Did I get hit right there? I don't think that I did. I'll pop that. Oh, I should have saved that heart just in case I ate a hit over here. Ooh, there are a bunch of these little bastards in here. He's going to explode. I don't know if he's going to take anything else with him. Ow! How did I know I was going to eat a hit right there? There we go. I'm just going to focus on getting rid of some of these nasty little bastards over here. Perfect. So that thing right there is going to fire at me, and there's not going to be much I can do about it. You can jump on things, but... oh, he got me. Son of a bitch. When you get hit, you can't double jump. I forgot to mention that. So if you get hit before you double jump, you can't double jump. And so I couldn't save myself right there after I ate that first hit. I should have just fired at him from across the way, but I was trying to conserve my ammunition because you never know. Now, you can start over from, like, right here with any of the options you want, or you can visit death. if you visit death, the first time I started the game, it started like this, but when I wiped my save, it did something different. So what we can do is we walk over to the tree, and then we have death select a skull for us. I like that one right there, so I'm going to take that one, and down it goes. It's a very rapid-fire game. You're supposed to play it, and then like die really, really quickly, and then come back and play it again. It's not one of those games that I would really expect to last a long time with. It is, however, a game that has global leaderboards and stuff like that, just in case you wanted to try yourself against the rest of the planet and see how good you could be. Hopefully it isn't all hacked. That's one of the things that always bugged me on like Xbox Live and on PS4. Like there were stats that were clearly cheating. Like for example in Mario Kart, they had one where like a guy had beaten a course in like 0.4 seconds or something like that. And it always bugs me when developers don't fix stuff like that and like wipe the scores and like fix the exploit or whatever. Because people always post it online. You know how speedrunners be. They like to show off their cheats. They like to show off all the ways that they've learned how to bug out the map and stuff like that. But if it's going to go on a leaderboard or whatever, I don't think exploits should count. I think it should just be like designated areas only. You know what I mean? Oh, that counted as a hit right there. I thought I landed on him. Okay. My bad. I guess I lost a heart right there. It's okay. We'll go back and meet our whaley friend in just a minute. Now, the bosses don't rotate. That's one of the things is, for example, every single time I've gotten the same boss when I come through here. Ooh, he got me. Okay, this could be a real short playthrough. I got one heart left. Luckily, one heart is all I really need. Unless I'm playing something with Fallen London or I'm playing something in the realm of Sunless Sea, and then you're going to need like 30 or 40 hearts in order to get anything really positive done. I don't know how I want to do this. I think I shall contemplate squishing you, so you come down this way, and I'll just give you a couple little stomps right there. I'll get you started. Get you, and now that we're into the room, I'm going to go ahead and open up on them. But let's not get overly greedy here. The shotgun does have a recoil, so you got to watch out. Sometimes it'll push your back into the middle of enemies and stuff like that. There we go, perfect. He may try to spike me. Ah, shit, I messed that one up royally. However, there is a free heart right there, and we're almost at the whale. We are going to have to beat the boss with one heart, but we beat him with 0 hearts last time, so I mean, it could definitely be worse. I'm going to wait for these little guys to go somewhere else. We've already got more shotgun shells to use. Frankly, I'm just going to open fire across the entire arena because the best chance we've got at actually concluding this without losing a ton of HP. You don't have to kill everything on every single map. I wanted to bring that up because I figured people would ask. You can zone out as soon as you want. It's not like the Binding of Isaac where there's specific challenges on every single map. You can leave stuff behind if you want. None of it's like required. However, seeing as it's a score attack game and the game gets consistently harder near the end, I almost said consistently worse, but that didn't seem like a fair thing to say. It gets consistently harder towards the end. You might miss out on easy points that you won't be able to like re-grab later on if you're going for like a hardcore score run. So here it is. We're walking up on the boss right now. I'm thinking we're probably going to solve this the exact same way that we did last time. You can, if you come up to him right here and you activate him, it'll use up one of your rune stones and that'll rotate the stock, but I mean, we don't really have that many things anyways. I'll get a freebie heart just because why not? You never know how this is going to play out, but let me jump down the worm throat real quick. And there they are again. The way that I would do this is just like that. If you shoot them, they stop charging, by the way, so... Also, don't try to jump on them. If you jump on those bosses while they're in the midst of their attack animation, it will hurt you and you will be sad. But yeah, I love the way the art is designed. Everything is kind of like weird and eclectic and kind of just like disturbing, but at the same time, kind of childlike and chibi-ish. Like, it's an interesting way for the game to be conducted. It's a nice balance of you wouldn't think that you could get cutesy and creepy together at the same time, and yet it kind of works together. You would think that those two things cancel each other out because cuteness is kind of the essence of innocence, you know what I mean? And then something being scary is like, sort of a lack of innocence, you know what I mean? Like, innocent things don't tend to be scary. I mean, I guess I've heard little kids say scary shit every now and again, but they do it on accident, you feel me? You got to feel? So, whatever. I'm going to try not to get blapped this time. That guy's going to drop his payload when I walk underneath him, I think. One thing that I would say is I would like it if they gave you iframes after you got hit. It's easy in this game, and I don't know if that was a design intention. If it was a design intention, I rescind. That's, you know, they're just trying to make the game super hardcore. However, there we go. I was trying to get rid of that one right there. And then this one over here. If I can get the spread good enough. I mean, I'm kind of wasting ammo, but... Oh my god, there's so many of them. Let's just get down the worm's throat. I've never made it to the second boss, and so I would love to see the second boss for the first time with all of you here today. Oh, we good. We gotta reload it just like the right moment. Perfect. Little chopper dudes. Gots to go. Gots to go right now. Like a little kid on a road trip. Okay. Oh! Going in hard right now. There are secret areas, by the way, if you're into Doom and stuff like that. I just wanted to make you aware that there are secret areas and things hidden inside the walls. I've yet to find any of them yet. Like, for example, down there, I think there might be something secret, because why would there be a gun down there if there wasn't something down there? But it's not worth risking death over when I'm farther than I've ever been right now, and there's a new mask right there, and I want to see what it do. So this one gives me 4 hearts, and as of right now, we've actually got to test it a little bit to see what it does. Yeah, I vote for staying moving here. We got a shotgun shell at just the right moment. His propeller won't hurt you, so don't worry about it. He should blow up, I think. Perfect. But yeah, there are secret areas, and apparently there's items that you can only get from said secret areas. And so you kind of want to be a secret hound when you're playing this game. You kind of want to look for that kind of stuff because it seems like it's sort of exclusive. Oh, that one, well, I'll tell you what it definitely does not do. It definitely does not allow us to keep our stuff when we get hit. Oh, it lets us double jump. Okay. I guess that makes sense. And the double jump is more horizontally inclined, I think, versus... Oh, good, that did kill them off. I was a little worried about that. It looks like the double jump is a little bit more horizontally inclined as well. Like, it kind of feels like it's launching me forwards instead of upwards whenever I use the double jump. We got a freebie heart right there to replace the one that we lost. I kind of want you to explode. You guys want to come after me? Here, come here. There we go. I'm trying to get him to drop ammo, but I don't know if it's going to work out like that. Let's just go through with 4 shells. I'm sure we'll be fine. There's always a shop right before... Ooh, what is that? So that costs 3. Let's see. Oh, it gives me... It's a mask. Okay, so I've got a mask that's a gun. Oh, it allows me to fire... Oh, but you only get 1 heart. Ooh. That's a little terrifying. That's kind of riding on the edge right there. That's one of those skill sets where, like, you got to be confident of your skills. And I apologize, Nerdcastle. I am not confident for my skills. I know that this is probably not going to end up well. Oh, new boss. I've never seen him before. So what does he do? So we got guns firing at us. So that's kind of a thing we'll have to deal with along the way. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. So do I have to trick the guns into shooting him? Oh my god. Wonder what my goal is here. It might be to get the guns to shoot him, possibly. Or maybe I have to shoot the red parts, which is going to be difficult given the mask that I'm currently wearing. Yeah, because it rotates my dude a little bit when I'm in midair. Can I touch him? Does he hurt me? He does. Ah. Okay, well I can at least shoot that belly plate right there. There we go, we'll blap that off. And it looks like we've actually started the fight now. Unfortunately, I'm lacking sundries and health. And ammo, so we're stacking issues on top of... Ah, I caught that bullet right there. As you can see, though, the game is pretty hardcore. I figure at this point you've probably got a rough idea of what Gonner is going for, and if you're going to get the game, you're going to get the game. Watch out for the key when I post this video. I'll probably remove one of the digits so the bots don't get it or whatever else. But this is called Weekly Indie Newcomer. It's a series that I do where I play an indie game that's been looking really, really swell to me over the course of the last week. If you dug what you saw here, I've always got a link for you down below so that you can purchase the game for yourself and support the developers that are making all kinds of unique titles, the likes of which we've never had access to before. That's right. I was there in the 80s and 90s, and I can tell you, it sucked back when only AAA existed. Indie gaming is a great thing because it allows new ideas to be published without first being vetted by boardrooms full of people that want to have the final vote on your creative ideas. So anyway, support indie gaming, support all that. I've got a Patreon set up. If you like this show and if you like what I do, you can support me there, and then when it reaches certain thresholds, you'll get new shows and you'll get new bonuses and stuff like that. And so anyways, check that out at patreon.com/splattercat. I will see you all in the next episode of Weekly Indie Newcomer. Thanks for stopping on in. How you do, everybody?